We're back in Virginia City, Nevada.
Leave today and enter the world of Random Land.
Virginia City, Nevada, one of my favorite places. It's kind of like Frontierland at Disneyland, only it's real and has even more amazing things to do and to see. Last time we were here, we talked about some of Virginia City's amazing 150 plus years of history. We visited the Mark Twain Museum. We saw a whole bunch of stuff. But this time I figure, what the heck? As long as we're passing through, we might as well head up historic C Street and see how many weird things we can find. One of the mine shafts here in Virginia City is called the Combination Shaft, and it's 3,261 feet deep. So, as a tribute, an artist in 1957 created this. She is covered with 3,261 silver dollars, one for each foot of the depth of the combination shaft. She's almost like the patron saint of silver country up here, the Silver Queen. Yeah, it's not very often that you see a 16-foot tall painting of a lady covered in 210 pounds of silver. Silver? I'm gonna go ahead and say this is weird. In addition to the main painting, they also have several fan-created works of art based on the Silver Queen, and one in particular that I thought was a little unusual was this. A mummified cake version of the Silver Queen. Weird. Oh, and as if the Silver Queen and the mummified cake version of the Silver Queen weren't enough, you know what else is weird? People get married here. Just think of all the happy couples who've gotten married in here. How weird. And romantic, but weird. You get married in there, and then you have your reception right here in the saloon. From the bride and groom's table, you even have a lovely view of the love tester. Good thing this is right next to the wedding chapel, you know, to make sure. Also, what the heck is this? That's pretty weird. So I've been here a few times now, and like everybody else, I stop in front of this window and admire this mannequin of Mark Twain. Now, I've always thought to myself, Mark Twain looks a little uncomfortable in this mannequin image. I wonder why that is. Well, it wasn't until yesterday that I finally realized what it was. There's a one-armed prostitute staring at him. He's averting her gaze. Come on, one-armed prostitute staring down Mark Twain? Weird. Or is it? I never know what could have gone on in the Old West. Oh, this is cool. Silver stool. Wait a minute. What the heck is a stope? At first I thought it was a typo, but apparently not. I'm dumb. Huh. Old-timey photos. Nothing weird about that. Lots of antique shops in Virginia City. They have tons of unusual things in them, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this one deserves the title of the weirdest. This sign is very confusing. Is it barrels of candy or is it barrels of fun? Which one is it? It's not any less confusing being inside. There are plenty of saloons and rock shops and ice cream shops and candy stores here in Virginia City. But there's also this. A whole store just for Christmas. Oh my gosh, look. It is so on right now. Wait. Sad. That's the weirdest Christmas decoration I've ever seen for sale. July Christmas tree, upside down. Weird. And don't worry, for those of you who don't want to go inside, you can wait out here on the Scrooge bench. Here we have a lovely store called Nothing But Skulls. Skull shirts, skull tombstones, skull rug, skull flag, skull stuff, skull bobblehead, skull panties, skull hat, skull baby, dragon skull, skull pictures, skull salt. At first I thought this store was pretty weird, but after looking at it, I just decided that it's awesome. Skulls are cool. What are you gonna do? Right, buddy?
Yes.
Right. I don't think I'm old enough yet. And even though it's world famous and probably pretty cliche to mention, there is, of course, this saloon called the Bucket of Blood. Inside, it's a pretty ordinary saloon with t-shirts for sale and a really nice view. But there is one thing that I found pretty unusual. Look at these. These are antique Victorian pickle jars, and they have more than 20 of them. That's pretty weird. Just saying. Right across the street from the Bucket of Blood, we have the Delta Saloon. It's one of the first saloons rebuilt after the Great Fire of 1875 here. And it contains two pretty weird things. Number one is the suicide table. Number two is the $100,000 globe. Both of these things are pretty weird, but I also talked about both things in the last video we did at Virginia City, so go check that out. They also have these. These two are to display hats. These two are here just to be weird. Oh, I get it. There's actually a lot of good souvenirs in here. I mean, there's knickknacks and t-shirts and these. So, pretty much your one-stop shop. This store rocks. No one's ever made that joke before. This next one is a lesson in why it pays to poke around. C Street Mercantile may not look that weird from the outside. A bunch of knickknacks, paddywhacks, give a dog a bone. But if you go inside and poke around, it starts getting weirder and weirder. Apparently there used to be a gambling museum in the back of this jewelry store. And it's no longer operating. So it's all empty and huge and recessed and creepy back here. I don't know if it's weird, but it's creepy. I'm scared. So you have a store that sells dresses and purses and bedazzled sweaters, and also has secret Narnia-like historical attractions. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's weird. This is honestly a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Not because it's hard to find weird stuff here, because pretty much everything is weird. I mean, Virginia City is actually terraced down the side of Mount Davidson, a huge mountain up past 6,000 feet elevation. The town itself is weird. Sadly, that's all the weirdness we have time for today. But make sure to subscribe to this channel for some more wacky, weird video adventures. Check the links in the description for all our social media, our snazzy t-shirts, and our website. And I'll see you guys in Random Land. Bye-bye! Freddie Mercury? What? That sounds sad. Why are you laughing? Aragorn? Excuse me, sir. I'm afraid you're double parked. We're gonna need to ask you to move. I don't care how lovely your wife is today. Oh, it's your anniversary? Well, we can make an exception, but just try to move along as quickly as you can, okay, sir?
Oh, dang it. We're getting bonuses.